Hello and welcome to the Python course. My name is Indronil Haldar and I am a professional software engineer. I am super excited to have you in this course. So yeah, I am really excited and this is one of the course which I think I have put a lot of effort. So I am really excited to start this course. But before that, we have to know that why Python and why we want to learn it, right? So let's dive into it. So why Python? Python is an awesome programming language. It is like really easy to use and easy to learn programming language, but yet it has a huge potential inside it and it is used all across the industry. As I have mentioned some points in the slide, because if I want to mention every point why we should learn Python, then I would not be able to fit the all of them into a single screen. Like that might be a whole lot course in itself. So yeah, that is like really great about Python. But for the starters, Python is a really versatile programming language and it can be used for a wide range of applications, from web development, like developing the backend of the web applications or mobile applications, to data science, machine learning, AI, and so on. Python has a huge set of uses. So like you cannot go wrong with Python, right? Then Python is very easy to learn. It is the syntax of the Python is very beginner friendly and it is very powerful as well. Because Python is very easy to use, so Python has a large community and resources. Like in online, if you have some sort of trouble, you can just search on online and most probably you will find a definite answer for your troubles or your bugs or your questions which you have. Also, Python has a huge library of the packages in PyPy, which we will definitely cover in the later section of the course. But yeah, Python has a huge set of packages which you can import and use in your programs or in your applications, right? Also, Python is in very high demand skill. Like many industries like to use Python because of its simplicity, yet it has the potential to deliver the results. So Python is great on that. There are many career opportunities in Python, like in machine learning, data analysis, and so on. But one thing we have to clear in our mind before starting this course, but one thing we have to clear in our mind before starting this course is that if you learn Python alone, then you will not be able to go uh, like further. You have to learn at first the basics and then dive into some of the frameworks which you want to use. Like if you want to develop mobile applications backend or web applications backend, you should be using like Django or Flux or some other thing like Fast API, which is very popular nowadays. So you have to keep that in mind that after learning Python, you have to go to a different niche like the data analysis or machine learning or AI or some backend development so that you can be the master of that field, and then you have the opportunity to grab a like really great job or maybe start your own company. So yeah, there are lot of possibility. Now Python is a interactive language, which means that when you are writing the code, you can just click some button or you can just write some sort of command in the terminal and you can run the code immediately. So that is great for a programming language so that you can just check, hey, what is going right and what is going wrong in our program. And also Python is very portable. You can use any machine, Windows, Mac, or Linux, and even mobile devices as well. Or if you have a device which supports a browser, just a browser, you can do Python programming. Like This is kind of crazy, right? So yeah, that is very, very good. So Python is very portable programming language, and which makes a lot of sense nowadays. So overall, Python is a very valuable skill, and if you in your student life or in your professional life, Python might be a great choice if you want to learn programming. Then let's discuss about what are the things we will cover in this course. In this slide, I have put some of the things which we will be covering, like some of the bullet points, but inside those topics, there are multiple topics. Like we are not just covering these ones, we will be covering much more topics inside the course. But to have a overall overview, I am displaying these bullet points, and we will start from the introduction of Python, like what is Python? Then we will do our installation and set up our local development environment. Then we will dive into the program. We will see all of the data types and variables. We will write our first code as well, like which will be very simple hello world program to begin with. And one thing which I think sets this course apart from the others is that from the beginning of the course, we will be writing the code in a strongly typed manner. In Python, you do not have to do all of the type checking and all that stuff, but we will do, because when we are working in the industry, we will write the code which is strongly typed. And also, I want to show you something. This is called Mojo. It is not available yet, but what it will do, it is a programming language similar to Python, and it has some extra functionalities. Like it is a superset of Python. If you go to the docs or even here as well, as you can see, whenever they are writing the code, right, they are typing the code strongly. So it is a very good practice, and we will follow this practice from the beginning of the course, so that when we will be finishing point of our course, we will have a great understanding of the types and the type checking and what are some of the errors which might be happening in the production code, which we will be able to find beforehand without running the code, right? So that is a really great thing about this course. So after that, we will go through the mutable and immutable sequences. What are these? We will discuss them in details. Then we will go to the conditions and iterations, like the if-else statement and the loops like for loops and while loops. There are other as well. We will cover them in detail. Then we will go to the, I think, most fun part, which are functions. We will do a deeper dive in the functions, and we will connect it to the mathematical functions as well, how they are connected, how they are linked together. So we will cover the functions, and functions are the building blocks of the code. Then we will dive into some of the intermediate to advanced level of the concepts, which are like the object oriented programming. Then we will go to the comprehensions and generators. Then we will go to the decorators, iterators, and we will learn all of these in details. And I have seen many of the paid courses as well, which shy away from these topics like the decorators, generators. So yeah, this is a really great opportunity to learn. And then we will go to the exceptions and context managers, file and data persistence, async API calls. So there are whole lot of the things to cover, and we will cover them in details. So that is like really good. And covering them in details and understanding the concepts will make you a very good programmer. Then now the question is what we will be building in this course. We will be building some of the things like a backend API with Django. Then we will build another backend API with Fast API. We will visualize some data with Matplotlib. and then we will solve some differential equations and plot the results so that we can truly understand what the equations are saying to us. Yeah, that might be a optional thing for many of the people, but the rest of the things are quite good, right? So yes, I am really excited to start this course. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one.